Hello and welcome to Learning with Joy. Today we are learning pronouns. Consider this. Peter went to school. Peter saw his friend Joe. Peter and Joe greeted their teacher, Mrs. Smith. Mrs. Smith told Peter and Joe that Mrs. Smith wanted to ask Peter and Joe a question. This text does not make sense with the repetition of names. The words in white color have to be changed to make the text more sensible. Now consider this. Peter went to school. He saw his friend Joe. They greeted their teacher, Mrs. Smith. She told them that she wanted to ask them a question. The words in white colors are called pronouns. Pronouns are words used in place of a noun in a sentence. We have different types of pronouns. We have the personal pronouns, reflexive pronouns, relative pronouns, interrogative pronouns, possessive pronouns, demonstrative pronouns, and indefinite pronouns. Personal pronouns. Pronouns which are used for human beings are known as personal pronouns. They are found in singular and plural and also masculine and feminine forms. Personal pronouns are used as subjects or objects in sentences. Personal pronouns used as subjects in sentences are I, we, you, he, she, and they. Those used as objects include me, us, you, him, her, and them. In the first person singular, we have the subject as I and the object as me. In the first person plural, we have the subject as we and the object as us. In the second person singular and the second person plural, we have both the subject and the object as you. In the third person singular, we have the subject as he or she, depending on the gender we are using, and the object as him or her. In the third person plural, we have the subject as they and the object as them. Impersonal pronoun. The impersonal pronoun being considered here is it. The pronoun it is used both as a subject and an object. For example, let's talk about a key. We would say in the subject, it is in my pocket. That's it referring to the key. And in the object, we have I have found it. Similarly, it can also be used in the plural. If there are more than one key, we would say I have found them. Them being the plural, or they are in my pocket. Impersonal pronoun it is used for animals. Example, look at the goat. It is eating grass. However, to some people, animals are personified with he or she. Impersonal pronoun it is used for non-living things. Example, I bought a shirt. It is red. Impersonal pronoun it is used for ideas and situations. Example, you want us to have the meeting today. It is a good idea. Impersonal pronoun it is used as a subject when you are talking about the time, weather, or distance. Examples: it is 6 o'clock. It is 10 kilometers from my house to the office. Reflexive pronouns. A reflexive pronoun shows that an action is done by a doer on the same doer. This is to say, reflexive pronouns are pronouns or words that indicate that actions or deeds performed by someone or something still has an effect or impact on the performer. Example: I saw myself in the mirror. Here, I, being the doer, did the action of seeing on the same doer, I. The reflexive pronoun in that sentence is myself. Reflexive pronouns end in self or selves. They are myself, yourself, himself, herself, itself, ourselves, yourselves, and themselves. Other examples are: the man drove the car himself. They organized themselves very well. She likes to clean her house herself. You can print the paper yourself. Emphatic pronouns. An emphatic pronoun is a pronoun that is used immediately after the noun to which it refers in order to show emphasis. Examples: I, myself, will take you there. You, yourself, are to blame. The boys themselves came here. The queen herself welcomed us. The emphatic pronoun comes after the subject of the sentence. Myself comes after I, which is the subject, and themselves comes after the boys, which is also the subject in the sentence. Possessive pronouns. A possessive pronoun shows possession. In other words, it shows that something belongs to a particular person. It comes after the noun and verb in a sentence, while a possessive adjective comes before the noun. Possessive pronouns are mine, his, yours, theirs, hers, and ours. Examples: that phone is mine. The house is ours. That car is his. The pronoun his is a possessive pronoun when it is used after a noun. Example: that car is his. But when it is used before a noun, it becomes a possessive adjective. Example: that is his car. Note that apostrophe should not be added before or after s in the use of possessive pronouns. Interrogative pronouns. An interrogative pronoun is used to ask questions. It is placed at the beginning of sentences to ask questions. They are what, which, whom, whose, and who. Examples: who is in the house? What are the names of those boys? Whom do you wish to speak with? Which movie do you wish to watch? Note that the words what, which, and whose become interrogative adjectives when they ask question in a different way. That is when nouns follow them directly. Examples: what book did you buy? Also, who, whom, whose, and which are classified as relative pronouns when they are found in the middle of sentences, joining the sentence together. Relative pronouns. A relative pronoun is used to join sentences together. As such, relative pronouns are found in the middle of sentences. Relative pronouns are also called linking pronouns, and they are who, whose, whom, which, and that. Consider this. I saw the boy. He bought your book. A relative pronoun, who or that, can be used to join two sentences to become one. Now we can say, I saw the boy who bought your book, or I saw the boy that bought your book. Indefinite pronouns. Indefinite pronouns refers to persons or things in general. They don't refer to specific or particular things. Examples are anyone, someone, anything, another, anybody, each, either, everyone, and many more. When you say someone has taken my pen, you are not referring to any specific person because you don't know the person who took your pen. You are making a general statement. More examples of indefinite pronouns are no one is sleeping on my bed. I gave everything to Sam. I looked everywhere for my keys. We finally moved to another apartment. Reciprocal pronouns. Reciprocal pronouns are used in situations in which two people or two groups of people give the same things to each other or feel the same way about each other. Examples: the sisters love each other. The friends care about one another. Demonstrative pronouns. Demonstrative pronouns point out the things or people being talked about. They are this, these, that, and those. If you say, this is my pen, the word this is referring to the pen. It is pointing out the thing being talked about, which is the pen. This being singular and these being plural are used when you are talking about something closer to you. On the other hand, that, which is singular, and those, which is plural, are used for things which are far away from you. This is my pen shows that the pen is close to you, or you may even be holding it. While that is my pen shows that although you can see the pen, you can't touch it because it is far from you. Note the difference between demonstrative pronouns and demonstrative adjectives. In demonstrative pronouns, the auxiliary verbs follow the pronouns. Examples: this is my pen, or these are my pens. This and these are directly followed by auxiliary verbs is and are. But a demonstrative adjective is followed by a noun, so it qualifies that noun. That means it tells us more about that noun. Examples: this pen is mine. The demonstrative adjective this is directly followed by a noun, which is the pen. Therefore, The words this, these, that, and those are demonstrative pronouns and also demonstrative adjectives depending on how they are used in sentences. Examples to show the differences between demonstrative pronouns and demonstrative adjectives are: this is an old car. In the demonstrative adjective, we have this car is old. 2. That is the house I built. In the demonstrative adjective, we have I built that house. 3. These are Peter's shoes. In the demonstrative adjective, we have those shoes belong to Peter. The auxiliary verb comes after the demonstrative, while the nouns come after the demonstrative in the demonstrative adjectives. In conclusion, forming correct sentences with pronouns poses problem for some people. This happens when the pronouns evolved are to be used as subjects or objects. For instance, someone might say, the man saw John and I in London. This is wrong. And to get the correct sentence, divide the whole sentence into two. The man saw John. The man saw me, not I. So combining the two sentences, you get the correct one, which is the man saw John and me in London. We've come to the end of our lesson today. If you enjoyed this lesson, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.